Warning, the following discussion held today by the Bickering Gamers is rated AO for adults only.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment of the Bickering Gamers.
Hello America, Triple M reporting in.
Shadow Dragon 90 here.
What did
Dragon Fist 223, and I'm still confused of what the we're doing. But
Tyler,
Yes.
Tyler, what did
I
you
know
say?
Dragon Fist. It was a topic I ran not to touch upon.
Oh,
Hang on.
No, it's not
It was military man's idea.
I'm just saying that in general.
yeah.
Hey, do you prefer V-gabbers?
No, I hate that.
Oh yeah, hello V-gabbers.
Oh, God.
Ha 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 ha. Well, anyway, today's topic is about the
AOs.
forbidden AO, which means adults only ratings. Just to
Don't read the title of the video. Ow.
just to clarify, AO games are illegal in the United States of America,
Yeah, and that's-
among other countries.
And that's why,
drugs, but we still get them.
and
Apparently.
yeah, and that's why I thought it was an interesting thing. I thought it would be an interesting to talk about, because yeah, AO games came to the point where no one bought, where they were illegal in several countries.
Yeah, I know, because the government says you can't look at titties, like graphic titties.
Well-
But did you know that it's not considered porn if it's animation?
Yeah.
U.S.
It's considered hentai.
No. United States federal law says if it is to be considered porn, it cannot be animation. It
So
can.
that's
Hentai isn't porn, really.
Yeah.
It's not considered porn as far as the federal government
So
is
yeah,
concerned.
I think it's obvious that adult games are pretty much porno games.
Duh.
It's basically pornography where you hit buttons once in a while.
Virtual reality titties are not porn.
Yeah.
Oh, turbo nerds. Where would you come up next?
And you know the thing is with AO games too, the market wasn't that good for consoles or retail non-digital PC games. Because for one thing, it's pretty fucking embarrassing that you're buying this shit. like let's say you're 14, you go home to your mom because these fucking game retailers don't care about how old you are. They'll sell you any game you want.
What is this game you brought into this house? It's filthy.
And
Those are virtual boobs!
those boobs, they're virtual.
Hey, wait a second. Does that fall into the category of fake tits?
Good point.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Their titties are not real. It's fake.
But yeah,
It's more fake than Jenna Jameson.
what started it all was mostly pranks, easy ways to make money. If anyone ever saw a great episode that describes this is when AVGN covered Atari porn games.
Yeah.
And you can't call them AO games because that was before ratings existed.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Yeah.
But
Charlie's Harrow.
like General Custer's Day Off, I forgot what it was called, that game. But
Oh yeah.
but yeah,
Oh.
adult games end up being either for the pervy gamers out there, or some really old guys with nothing better to do with their time. The only AO games you do find here, though, are usually downloads you get off websites from patches and whatnot. And actually, I think it'd be funny if we read a list I found on Wikipedia.
Yes.
This is their list of AO rated products.
I'll start and you take the next.
Okay, for the list.
The list goes as follows. All nude cyber. Platform Mac, Windows, and PC.
Yeah, for Mac Daddy, the publisher Mac Daddy, strong sexual content. Which remembers all these say.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we got a strong sexual content from violence. There's one I thought Greg would like. Crystal Fantasy.
Final Fantasy Crystal. Oh, see. Okay. And you're telling me. Yeah.
All Nude Glamour, Mac's Windows PC, Mac Daddy Entertainment seems to be a popular AO publisher.
Yeah. B-Jive IM, All Nude Nikki.
Yeah, Fahrenheit. Oh, I like this one. I think it's a very clever title. Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy Director's Cut.
That also was released for the PS2. Did you know that?
Yeah, and the description, the content description is
Blood, nudity, strong language, strong sexual content, use of drugs and alcohol, and violence.
Oh, wait a minute. This was also for the Xbox and 360.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and for some reason, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is on this list.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it is considered an AO game.
Oh, here it is. It actually says it. Originally rated M, rating changed to AO after following discovery of the hot coffee minigame. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's something. It's an in-game glitch that they took out of the programming, but it was still it's still able to get into it. Where basically you have sex.
Hey, yeah, hot diggity dog, right? Body language. That's another thing. Body language is another game. It was actually.
Hey, do you guys remember the CDI?
Yeah.
The CDI. It was Charlie Delta India.
It was the old. It's an old. It was one of the first CD-based consoles.
Yeah.
From Philips Media, and Philips Media made this game, The Joy of Sex.
Wow, that's generic.
Well, you know, Philips Media has always been generic.
Glitched.
What else?
Wait, I like this one for all you college students and law school students out there who are herbs enough to watch this. Leisure Suit Larry, magna cum laude.
Did you just make fun of the only people that watch this game?
I can't believe we're actually doing this right now.
Here's a Mac exclusive one. Playboy Screensaver, The Women of Playboy.
That's not really a game,
by
though.
Sony.
It's not really a game, though.
It's rated AO, so up yours.
Sony, what you doing
But it's
this
not a
time?
game.
Yeah, but is any AO game a game?
Yeah.
What else?
Tell me, man.
Wet the Sexy Empire. Wow. Can you imagine fighting those guys in a war?
Oh, I love this one. Exchange. From their publisher's name is Peach Princess.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yes,
why?
Steve.
Why?
That's great.
I
And
can't believe that's hilarious.
and that's a humorous list of AO games we found.
Yeah. So, with that in mind,
There's obviously a theme.
let's. You know what? Let's see if let's see what we can get out of this. Let's start with Shadow Draco. What do you think is the problem with the AO games? Because me personally, I don't think they should be sold. It's that's just my.
Honestly, I just think
They're
that
not porn.
yeah.
Well, like I said, True Darkness. If it is in animation, it's not considered porn. So, do you consider the AO games to actually be pornography as just in a video game form?
Yeah.
That's a tough topic to talk about because
That's what we're talking about.
yeah, I never had not touch on this stuff.
Yeah, see, you want to know what? I'll be the one to say it. I'll be the one to say it. Guess what? The thing is, I think even if it is, even though the law says it's not, even if I think that even if it's animation or not, I still think it is considered pornography.
I think so too.
That's my opinion. Now I'm sure like the only people who will dislike that video are the people who say, "Oh, it's not porn." If you
morons out there.
yeah, the freaking herbs and the virgins, the
Yeah.
damn people.
Herbs and virgins are the same thing, Greg.
I cannot argue with that.
Yeah, you cannot.
What
To
is
be
the
honest, I
world?
think the only people that buy these games are freaking perverts or arrow senseis.
You know, honestly though, Dead
one.
or Alive is franchise is actually one of the closest things you'll ever get to an AO game in America on a console.
Yeah, well,
Because that is a game. That game is that is a game that's perfectly that perfectly explains the psychology behind a gamer.
Now-
or some perv buying an AO game.
I actually have something else I just thought of. Do you think that, because I think I remember seeing this somewhere, and for some reason I'm thinking maybe it was when I was overseas somewhere I saw it, because I don't think I'd see it here in the United States. But a game was actually blacklisted because it was a zombie game. Let's just get this out of the way. It was a zombie game.
Is this where I think you're going with it?
Please don't tell me this.
No. They just showed it was a cheerleader who had her shirt ripped off by the zombies, but she was a zombie as well, and they showed zombie tits. But it was like for like a second and a half, and
So
it was
it's like purple.
and well, yeah, kind of shit. What?
Oh, come on.
Oh, jeez, come on.
It's
No,
like I
no.
got it. It's like an Italian plum.
An Italian plum? What is an Italian plum?
It's a very wrinkled,
Okay,
pruny-like
I
plum
think
you
me
find
and
in.
Drake is a game.
No. But what I'm saying is, do you think that should be considered an AO game, even though it wasn't even part of the game? It was just it was just shown for 2 seconds. Do you think that should be considered an
No,
AO game?
because the M rating is a very tricky rating for that reason, and
It's still tricky today.
yeah, it's very tricky because
Yeah, a lot of people complain about saying, "Oh, video games are for result of bias, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah."
it's
You
like
know what?
you have to think of it this way: rated M games and AO games, the difference between them is like E10 and up and T. It's
Yeah.
it's a very thin line But when it comes to M
Really?
games, there have been moments of brief nudity. As long as you call it brief nudity, that makes it an M game.
It's the same with Dark Souls. They had that one boss that was, briefly nude. I forgot which boss was. Was it the Arachne boss?
I don't know.
I think it was.
But yeah, as long as it says in the description brief nudity,
It's not complete nudity.
it's not. Yeah, it's.
I know, but the
then
game
it's an
was
M
blacklisted because they showed like a half a second of zombie boob.
Well, then I think that's a bit of an overreaction.
Well, okay, there you go.
Well, they're still overreacting.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. When it comes to stuff like titties and dicks and everything, people will always overreact. And you know what? Believe it or not, they do have a good reason to. They do. But sometimes they
they sold their kid a game. They sold their kid a game they didn't read.
Yeah.
Hands on it.
Good point. They sold a kid a game that clearly was not meant for him. That clearly was not meant for him.
Yeah.
And the kid gets mentally scarred.
Yeah, because he saw zombie sex.
Like
Come on.
Like the time when Tyler accidentally bought boobs. The game, right, Tyler?
Tyler,
When you were
True
6,
Darkness?
it changed your entire life.
Comments?
It turned you into it
Are
turned.
you talking about that M-rated game I found in your room?
Oh, busted out of the water.
Okay,
Oh, the one you planted. Yeah,
Oh.
we're playing this game. We're playing this game, Tyler. I'm trying.
Yeah, no, I think that was Little Miss Toots here.
Maybe. Okay, we can all agree on that. All right.
Just pass off the blame to a third party.
Good for you.
Now, anyway,
Moving on.
Oh, look, a video game.
yeah.
So yeah, something
Candy.
that ultimately made this interesting was what mainly a cause of banning an entire rating would be. I mean, for one thing, I think it's a good thing because it makes developers a lot more careful with their contents because
They stick with fan service and not go into the darker ends of that.
yeah, exactly. Because if you're following mainstream pop culture ideas, you're gonna tend to add a lot more adult theming because for some reason, a lot of younger gamers in the market think they could be more adults, cool and edgy if they play a very
Adult game.
yeah, it's like I remember I was writing an article about this once, and I made a point where I was saying,
You actually made a point that, 20%.
"How about you shut up and you play the game 3DS?" Anyway,
I have to pop in and make fun of it every now and then.
all right, but I was saying, I remember, I was saying that I remember watching a video. I forgot what it was on, but I remember seeing a kid's comment, and he said. If the Zelda had more blood and gore to it, then I would probably be more interested in the game. And thought it occurred to me, and with his very ignorant comment, I was thinking, would it really change the game if I had to watch blood splatter once in a while? Would it really make it any different? Would my entertainment level be any more stimulated?
Believe it or not, some people would say yes because they find that if you could spill blood, it's like, oh.
Small minds are entertained by small things.
The Force can have a strong influence on the weak-minded.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan
Yes, they
Kenobi.
can.
Yes.
Kenobi, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it's when you have a soft focus image with the white letters on the black background.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then like they always quote like comedians who are completely out of their mind in every way, but for some reason they're automatically credible when when they say something someone agrees with.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But yeah, and programmers will do stuff like that once in a while. Like as much as I like Ubisoft, I have to say they're pretty guilty of that. They will take advantage of sex. They will take advantage of confusing kids with sexual imagery and sexual content and whatnot. They will
Sexual references.
Really,
Yeah,
let's think of it. Well, you know what?
It's because it's no secret that that in a lot of forms of entertainment. Instead of letting kids be welcomed to be welcomed and eased into what the idea of sex and urges are, they're just exploited. Like look at all the Transformers movies; they just exploit all their primal ass instincts and impulses, and that's what makes the money.
You mean the actual movies with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know.
But that's exactly what Michael Bay's game is. He takes advantage of people's impulses, rather than them thinking, they're just getting excited.
Yeah, well, the Transformers movies. I'm sorry, That was more about Shia LaBeouf's non-existent sex life.
You don't have to be sorry. We all know.
Yeah, well, it's more
Yeah,
about.
we all know.
But yeah, that's what I think a lot of good things come out of banning the AO rating. I mean, usually when it comes to banning things, I'm not a fan. But if the pros outweigh the cons, I'd be okay with it because they get to watch the M ratings or an AO ratings, a very thin line, and they get to actually watch themselves and think about what they do and say, which is something developers should do more.
But sometimes they control the system by.
That's not true.
Like you know what you said. Like you know
that's
what you
not
said?
true because M-rated games are very loose with what an M-rated game is. You can do it like remember that game where I was playing in one episode in the Ninja Gaiden game.
Yeah.
That was fucking blood and gore and violence everywhere. That's an M-rated game.
Yeah.
And I mean, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah,
than
but
that.
there were no cyber titties on it.
Yeah, but it could be a lot worse than that. For all you know,
He's probably got a bunch of guy gamers that was staring at Ayane and forgot the other guy. Forgot the other girl's name.
yeah,
Fiend Hunter.
yeah, yes, indeed. But that's just it. It's like they can watch their content. On top of that, the market was never that good because you have to be really one perverted fuck. Like I'm talking, subscribe to every pay-per-view channel on cable TV.
Well, not all pay-per-view is porn.
Shut up.
Only
Dave.
some. Only some.
Case in point, WWE is their special events are on pay-per-view.
That's not the point. Asshole.
Nah.
Asshole.
Oh, piece of candy.
Ass hat.
Guys,
Dick
top
muncher.
three
Oh,
games.
piece of candy.
I mean,
Oh,
no, I mean, butt face.
Butt munch.
Oh, you got me the big guns now. We're playing big hardball now. Padding the video with extra content.
Dick banana.
Mine was better.
Okay.
That's a redundant statement.
Prune balls.
If everyone's wondering, I'm listening to
Italian
some of the ads to keep my
plums.
mind sane.
Pushy shit, cock, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, fuck, turd, twat, rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat,
Yeah,
69
barely-
assholes, tied in
yeah,
on hooray,
barely-
lizard shit,
yeah,
fuck.
now.
You were waiting to say that, right?
Frank! Wake up!
Greg was hoping he'd say that today.
And you gave me the excuse.
Yeah, lucky
Yeah.
about
Hey,
the
you're welcome.
that exact
Don't
point.
scuff my boots.
You're welcome.
Don't scuff my boots.
You're welcome.
You're
I
welcome.
think it's way past that.
Boots are scuff. Our buns are scuff.
All right, so what was I gonna say? That doesn't matter.
Man, we lost our train of thought already.
Anyway, no, we were talking about adult-only video games.
Yeah, we know Greg.
Huh.
We know.
Fucking dick.
Basically, we were saying whether or not we support AO ratings.
Well,
I do.
I mean, it's not much of a support. If a developer wants to make one,
No, I'm saying
fine.
like whether.
But
things
don't
should be-
expect to make a lot of money.
like bans on the United States. Like they're banned in the United States.
Yeah.
I think they should be banned in the United States, and they are.
Yeah, I think
There's a
so
lot
too.
of things that are good are banned in the United States. Ain't nothing new.
Yeah. I mean, these things happen, and you know what? Sometimes it's for the greater good. I mean, sometimes it's not. Like SOPA. You can go up my dick, SOPA. You can,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can burn in hell, Sopa.
yeah, like that's something you don't want to do because that's restricting people. There's more cons
Watch
to that.
Sopa
than
now.
pros.
Sopa now doesn't want our game to be on, our video to be on. It's just,
No, they don't.
yeah.
Because they're butthurt.
Yeah, they are butthurt because they keep trying to it keeps trying to show up and then keeps getting beaten down. It's been happening for like what?
No, they keep trying to get shown up and they get shot down by anti-aircraft guns and anti-air missiles.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
They go down like a British plane.
Well,
over
the
Nazi-
internet makes a frenzy.
No,
Yeah.
they go down by
Listen,
a British plane, they go down
Sopa-
by a Nazi plane.
Well, here's the thing. This would be something like
Sopa's
good for
Nazis.
Listen, Sopa like will always arrive, but they'll always get shot down like a British plane over Nazi Germany. Right? They will
Yeah.
always.
Should it be the other way around?
History reference.
Smart guy joke.
So they're gonna get shot down again.
Yeah,
So it
well,
won't be anti-aircraft guns. It'll be
you know what? Maybe.
missile launchers.
Yeah,
Well,
but you know, that's
Hydra cannons.
but that's
This
just
freaking
that.
Hydra machine gun from Olympus has fallen.
Oh yeah.
let me tell you something. Jimmy probably has like the stuff in it. Like he probably makes this stuff. Jimmy, why don't you use that stuff on the alligators in your basement?
Yeah, really.
I mean, come on.
well, you already captured them. Remember, we talked
No,
about
we
this.
captured them.
Yeah, like,
The Bickering Gamers has a side story
Yeah.
going on about Jimmy's damn. What have we become? What do we do with our lives?
Nothing.
Videos.
Exactly.
Videos.
That's no life.
Videos.
And I got to
You,
take out my ass.
you, with your face glued on the computer screen. You think we have lives? No, you're an idiot if we think we have lives. And you think you have a life? Oh, I'm not gonna answer that because you're gonna hit the dislike button. But still,
Listen, again, I'm gonna quote Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who's more the fool or the fool who chooses to obey and watch and follow the fool?
Ah, yeah.
Good one.
And the red and
Kenobi, comma Obi-Wan.
now they're confused because they don't want to dislike it in confusion because they don't want to deny Obi-Wan Kenobi, but at the same time they don't like what you said.
Ha ha ha. And I'm sure you'll join me in this next chorus. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh,
And
So.
that's no bigger to the Super supporters.
yeah. Super supporters. They're probably the same people that want to bring the Xbox One DRMs back.
Yeah,
They're
right.
freaking like.
There's a
puppets
petition
and
for
stuff.
that. They want to.
They're just puppets. Those guys want to bring Super back.
Yeah, I
Little
know.
puppets.
I know.
They're not people. They're puppets.
Well, listen.
Alright,
I guess.
we
Back in
should.
the fence, boys. It's time to shoot down Super back to hell once again.
We only have a couple minutes left, so let's just give our closing thoughts on the subject at hand.
Alright.
Right,
Hey,
Tyler?
AO.
Okay. We don't hear you.
Alright.
Alright.
Cafeteria free.
I say AO ratings. They should stay banned in the United States.
Yeah,
That's what I say. My final thoughts.
I agree.
They should remain in the U.S. We don't want our kids getting their hands on it or anyone.
Yeah,
They're
because
gonna get their hands on it anyway.
Yeah.
Internet and
they'll
everything.
get mentally scarred.
Well-
And
As long as Daddy
also
can
gonna blame
watch.
the game companies. Blah 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 blah. It's gonna be like what's going on right now.
well, the thing is, they already get their hands on M games because parents want to please them because they want them to like them, even though that's not a parent's job.
And it's not a parent's job.
And
And then parents can turn around and blame
Yeah.
the companies for doing too much violence.
it's like,
Listen, a rated M game has nothing to do with a child. Listen,
just remember,
I once played. I was old enough, even though when I was in my youth, I was a little bit more mature, so I was allowed to play Mortal Kombat games. You know,
Here we go.
all kids were more mature back then.
yeah.
But with that, as it's always been said, rated E means for everyone, not for just for kids. That's rated K.
That's for a kid.
There's a rated K.
Yes, there is. I don't think it's exactly K, but there is a kids only. There is a kids under 6.
Well, what if
something like
what if
that.
a grown man wanted to play it?
They have a right to? They probably won't like the content. We'll see you next time, guys.
Triple M reporting out.
Shell Dragon 90, I'm out.
Dragon Fist 223, and seriously, this show is confusing.
Yep.
Respect.
Shut up, James.
No lies.